a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi, I'm WDTN Storm Team 2 meteorologist Jamie Jarosik. Welcome to the countdown to the mayor's virtual tree lighting. Yes, I said virtual. There may not be a live event this year, but don't worry, the whole thing will be streamed right here. And the Lincoln Park Civic Commons lights will be up for you to enjoy the whole holiday season. So put on some comfy jammies, grab some hot chocolate, and settle in for performances from Fairmont High School musicians, Christmas cookie decorating, an easy holiday doodle from our Rosewood Art Center staff, and a fun holiday craft with the team from the Kettering Recreation Complex. Grab your paper and pencil and your craft supplies now so that you can draw and craft along with us. Even though the mayor's tree lighting looks a little different this year, we can still spend some time together and celebrate the things we love about Kettering. Let's kick off our countdown by heading over to Mayor Patterson as he reads us his favorite holiday story.
Hello, I'm Don Patterson. Thank you for joining us this evening as we prepare to light the tree. Tonight, I will be reading Bear Stays Up for Christmas by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. In this book, the poor bear has such difficulty staying awake for Christmas, so his friends keep him busy with lots of chores to prepare for that special day. But wait and see who actually makes it through the night to give his friends the best Christmas. As much as the book is about upcoming holiday, it's even more about the power of friendship. So here we go. The day before Christmas, snuggled on his floor, Bear sleeps soundly with a great big snore. "Dear Bear, get up," Mouse shouts in the ear. "We won't let you sleep through Christmas this year." His friends are all there, gathered in the lair, and the bear wakes up. He stands with a stretch and a great big sigh. "I hope I can make it. I do want to try." "Don't worry," squeaks Mouse. Hare says, "It's all right. We'll keep you busy all day and all night." He tries to lie down, but his friends all frown, so the bear stays up. "Come on," says Badger, "time to follow me. In the Pine Grove Glen, there's a fine Christmas tree." So they stomp through the woods and they tromp down the track. They hoist up the tree on the bear's big back. He plods very slow as they trudge through the snow, but the bear stays up. Back at the cave, Gopher brews mint tea, and Mole pops corn to string upon the tree. Raven and Wren bake a fresh fruit cake. The friends do their best to keep Bear awake. His shoulders start to stoop, and his eyelids droop, but the bear stays up. They hang up their stockings by warm firelight and hum Christmas songs like "O Holy Night." They cuddle and sing as they wait for the sun. But soon all the voices fade to just one. A bright star glows while his good friends doze, but the bear stays up. Bear giggles and grins, he works and he raps. He bustles and bakes while everyone naps. He piles up presents under the tree, but who's at the doorway? Bear doesn't see. He toils all night until the sun rises, making his friends their Christmas surprises. Just before dawn, he lets out a yawn, but he still stays up. When Christmas arrives, so lovely and white, Bear's friends awake to a glorious sight. Presents and goodies are piled up tall. I stayed up, says Bear, just to share with you all. As his friends shout with glee, Bear lies by the tree, but he still stays up. Wren flies to the stocking and tweets out a cheer. Beside our Bear's presents, Santa was here. When all of the gifts are open, there's one last surprise. Badger shows Bear a quilt just his size. Bear snuggles up tight and mutters good night. Then Bear falls asleep. His friends tidy up and slip from the lair. They whisper sweet dreams, Merry Christmas, dear Bear. I hope you give and receive the power of friendship this holiday season and throughout the year. Again, thanks for joining me for this excellent holiday book. And now, let's sit back and enjoy the beautiful voices of 11th Hour Fairmont High School's award-winning a cappella group.
Fa la 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 la, fa la la, 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 fa la la la, fa la 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 la. Deck the hall with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la, fa la la la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, fa la la, fa la 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 la, fa la la, fa la la la, fa la 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 la. Darling dear, with your permission, fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Join me in this fine tradition, fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Mistletoe is hanging o'er us, fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Kiss me quick and join the chorus, fa la 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 la, fa la la la, fa la la, fa la la la, fa la la, fa la la la, fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Hail the new year, lads and lasses, fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Sing we joyous all together, fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Heedless of the wind and weather, fa la 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 la, fa la la la, fa la la la, fa la la, fa la la la, fa la la la.
Happy holidays! Happy New Year! Oh my God!
Hi, I'm Gary Schessler, Park Superintendent with the City of Kettering, Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts Department. As I am sure you have noticed, our Parks Division crews have been working tirelessly over the past month in preparation of our holiday lights and Mayor's Tree display at Lincoln Park and Civic Commons. Although this year has required us to change many things due to COVID-19, our 2020 holiday lighting display will be as good as ever. Todd Raker, Barry Sanders, and their crews have been working hard since October 8th to bring the display to life. It takes our team over 700 hours to complete the holiday decorating, which will be up for you and your family to enjoy until the end of January. This year, over 15 miles of lights will be on display with 7 live spruce trees donated by generous residents throughout our community. A special thanks goes to James and Janice Stahl for donating this year's Mayor's Tree. It's going to look great, and we can't wait for you to see it. When you visit throughout the months of December and January, please remember to keep social distancing in mind. We wish you and your family a safe and wonderful holiday season. Now check out this holiday tune.
local home bakery called A Spoonful of Sugar, and I also do the beginner bakers classes here at the Kettering Rec Center. Tonight I'm going to walk you through a couple simple holiday cookies that represent some of my favorite things about the holiday season as we get ready for the mayor's tree lighting. So everything that we're working with this evening can be found at your local grocery store, and I will give you some tips and tricks along the way. So the first cookie that we're going to be making is this lovely Christmas tree cookie. So we're going to take our cookie, and the first thing that we're going to do, a little trick, is we're going to take a toothpick or a knife and we're going to draw a triangle in it to outline our cookie so we have a template. Draw a little triangle there. Then I'm going to take my green icing, which you can dye and put in any Ziploc bag, and cut the tip off. And so what we're going to do is we're going to follow our triangle back and forth. When you do this, you're going to do light pressure, and you're going to do the same pressure the whole time. And don't let up, and we're just going to zigzag back and forth, making our pretty Christmas tree over top of our triangle. And you can make your tree as big as you want, and if you have any holes, you can go back in for a second layer like this to make our tree nice and fluffy. Then every Christmas tree needs ornaments, so we're going to take some sprinkles. You can also use some miniature M&Ms or Skittles or anything else, and we're just going to drop it over our green icing to give us some fun little ornaments. And then lastly, we're going to take some yellow if you have it, and we're going to make ourselves a star by doing a little crisscross like we do on a piece of paper, or you can just do 5 even dots. And now we have ourselves a pretty little Christmas tree cookie. So our second cookie that we're going to make is a fun little melting snowman that reminds us of our good pal Frosty, or Olaf when he goes in the summer heat. So we're going to grab our frosted cookie, and then we also need a marshmallow for this one. So if you have black icing, what we're going to do is we're going to do a marshmallow, and we're going to pipe a little face on our snowman. And what you want to do for this is really gently pressure, release, and then lift away. It's important to make sure that we let go of pressure before we lift away. And then we're going to give him some little coal for his mouth. And then if you have some orange, you're going to come in and you're going to give your snowman a little nose. The next step we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of icing on the bottom of our marshmallow and push them into our cookie. So I'm just going to use the orange because you're not going to be able to see it. And then we're going to push them in. And now we have our snowman head. The next thing we want to do is add some floating away arms to our snowman. So same thing with the black and the pressure. You're going to just come in here and draw a line anywhere you want for the first part of the arm, and then his 2 little fingers. Remember to let go of your icing pressure before you lift up. And we'll come over here and we're going to do another little arm just like that. So the next thing is every snowman needs some buttons. So you can do your buttons in 2 different ways. You can do just 3 little icing dots with your green or any other color floating away. Or if you want to get really fun, you can add some miniature M&Ms to add a little bit more candy to this cookie. And now our snowman has some buttons. The last thing we're going to do is every snowman needs a scarf. So we're going to take some red icing or any color, and we're going to outline the bottom of our marshmallow head. Same thing with our pressure. And then we're going to give it 2 little tails of our scarf coming off. And we have a melting snowman. If you want to take it one step further, you can grab yourself a Twizzler scarf and wrap it around to match. So now that we've completed our scarf, we have a fun little melting snowman cookie. So now we've made 2 fun cookies to enjoy for the holiday season. Next step, enjoy a cup of cocoa, eat your cookies, and get ready for the holiday season and the mayor's tree lighting. Thanks for making cookies with me, and I wish you the happiest of holiday seasons.
I just love this time of year. Holiday music, Christmas cookies. Wait, What was that? I could have sworn that I heard sleigh bells. There it is again. Santa, are you there?
Hi, Jamie, and hello to all you boys and girls in Kettering. I'm so excited to see that you're having a virtual Mayor's Christmas tree lighting, and I wanted to pop in to say hi. Do you want to hear a secret? The reindeer and I love to fly over your beautiful tree. It is one of my favorite places to see the beautiful holiday lights. Oh, 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 oh. We all know that I've been making a list and checking it twice. And wouldn't you know, the mayor's on the good list again this year. Oh, 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 oh. He got caught being good. Make sure you get caught being good. Oh, 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 oh. Do you want to hear another secret? Santa loves jokes. I'd like to tell you a few of my favorites. What do you call a cat that works at the North Pole? Oh, 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 oh. You know the answer to that question, don't you? Oh, 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 oh. Santa Paws. Oh, 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 oh. What's my favorite candy? Again, you probably know the answer. Jolly Ranchers, of course. Oh, oh, oh. Another secret, what does Mrs. Claus fix me for breakfast? Oh, 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 oh. You know the answer to that one too, don't you? Frosted Flakes. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Santa has to get going. The elves and I have a lot of work to do. Remember, stay safe, be good, and have a Merry, Merry Christmas. Oh, 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 oh. Oh,
Santa really puts me in a good holiday spirit, and I really feel like drawing something that he would like. So I came up with this little reindeer with a little evergreen tree behind it, and I'm going to show you guys how to break this down and draw it really easily. And you don't need very many colors for this. I have a dark brown, a light brown, tan, red for the nose, and then a dark green and a light green for the tree. It's not necessary to have all these variations. I'd just say if you've got brown, tan, and green, you're good to go. So I'm going to start outlining everything with my light brown colored pencil. And I'm just going to start with a little circle. So as you can see, I'm making a pretty sketchy oval here. We don't have to get it right the first time. So there's going to be a lot of room to correct anything that you might see as a mistake. So don't worry about it if you don't get it right away. And then we're going to move on to the rest of the head. And this is going to be another oval shape that's going to go behind this one. And so as you can see, I'm just kind of tracing where I want to see it happen. And then I'm going to go ahead, draw it in there. So the next part is going to be the body. We're going to start with the front legs. And starting from the bottom of this part, I'm going to go down and just make this shape. And again, I'm just being really sketchy and loose about it. You don't have to be perfect. There's going to be a little area right here that kind of shows you where his chest is. And there's the second leg. Next, we're going to do his back leg and tail. So with this part, it's going to start from about here, and I'm going to go down this way. And when I go down, I'm not going as far as these legs do, because I kind of want to show you that this back leg is further back behind the other ones. It's gonna look something like that. So we can add a few little details now. We're going to do the ears and the tail. So the ears, I'm making them rounded as well, just like his legs, just so it all looks pretty uniform. He kind of looks like a cow right now. But we're gonna give him a cute little deer tail, which kind of looks like a little Christmas light bulb. So the next part that you're gonna do is you will use your dark brown or black. It actually really doesn't matter which one you use. And we're gonna give him some eyes, hooves, and antlers. So I'm just going in right here. I like to give him big eyes. I think it looks really cute. There's some big old eyes on him. And then to show the area of where the hoof is, you're gonna do just a very slightly curved line from one side of the leg to the other. Barely a curve in it. And so I've got that on the 3 legs that we can see. And then we're gonna do some antlers. So with these, it kind of looks like a really long balloon when you blow it up all the way and they get super huge and curved. That's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna add some little bumps to it because reindeer do have those very intricate antlers. Ours is very simplified, but I think it gets the point across. And then you're gonna pull out your red or dark brown. If you want it to be like Rudolph, it'll be red. If you want it to just be like a different kind of reindeer, you can do a dark brown nose, that's okay. And as you can see, we're just using a lot of ovals and circles and curved lines in this drawing. So now we're going to color it in, and I think it's easier to just go back to your dark brown or black, and we're just gonna color in those areas. This part can take a little while, especially if you're using a colored pencil. So if you want to do this in marker or crayon, that's absolutely fine. You can draw this reindeer using any materials. You could even paint him if you wanted to. All right, so I've got my antlers. I'm gonna go in and fill in the eyes. Just gonna come down here and give him dark little hooves. All right, so now we're gonna get that little red nose. And one thing I kind of like to do with these, I'm gonna draw this little circle in here. It's just gonna be a tiny, tiny white circle. And if I leave that white, it looks like he has a shiny little nose. I'm gonna round that off a little bit too. All right. Now if you do have a tan color, we're gonna use that for the mouth. So this circle here is just all gonna get filled in. And now the rest of him is going to be in our light brown. And you don't have to start with the ears, you can start wherever you want with this. And the very last part to this reindeer to kind of help him pop on the paper is we're gonna go in, still using our light brown, and we're gonna just apply a little more pressure than we did when we were coloring him in. And this gives us a really nice crisp outline. I'm also gonna outline his little nose and mouth area. And then with your dark brown or black, I'm gonna do the same thing with the eyes, the hooves, the antlers. Whoops, just a little off there. That's okay. So if you did something like I did, where you went a little outside of the drawing itself, you can fix that just by filling it in, or make your line a little bit thicker and go out further. These mistakes aren't really a big deal. So now that we have our little reindeer, we're just gonna give him an evergreen tree to stand next to. This is where I get a light green and a dark green out, but if you just have one shade of green, that's totally okay. And I'm gonna start this kind of next to him over here a little bit. It's gonna go behind him just a little bit too, and I'll show you that when we get to the bottom of the tree. But you're gonna start at one spot and make these lines. So they start to curve outward, and if you watch the way I'm doing the curves, they get straighter in the middle, and over here they begin to curve the other way. So that's what it looks like. And if you want it to be a fuller tree, just go on in here and add some more color. So now I'm going to switch to my dark green. I'm going to do the same thing. So over here, I'll have curving lines that kind of meet right up to the little tail of the reindeer. And as I get closer to the middle, they straighten out. And as we go over to the right, they curve that way. And you can fill them in just a bit more, get a bushier tree. Switching back to my other green. we'll give our tree one more layer. I think that looks pretty good. I'm just going to give the tree a little trunk. As you can see, the shape I'm doing kind of looks like the reindeer's leg. Just gonna fill that in a little bit. Give it a bold outline. So now you have your cute little reindeer with an evergreen tree. This will be a really cute piece to put on your fridge or on your wall with festive little art around the house. So hopefully this guy got you into the holiday mood, and next we're gonna have a song.
Oh, that was a great song, beautiful. And I am Kathleen with the Rec Center, and to add to your evening of holiday joy, we are going to do a Christmas craft. This can be as difficult or as easy as you want it to be. We are going to use supplies that you probably have around your house. And what we are going to make is a beautiful spiral Christmas tree. So, simple as getting a paper plate. Probably all have paper plates around the house. If you don't have a paper plate, you can use a piece of cardboard, no problem. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to paint the plate. And if you don't have green paint, no problems. Maybe you have some green markers. Maybe you have some green crayons. However you want to do that. Now, if you use paint, you're going to want to make sure that it's dry before you get started. And miraculously, you have a dry paper plate. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut it into a spiral. This is pretty simple. You start at the edge and you cut in a circle, leaving the same amount of space all the way around. You just keep cutting, keep cutting, keep cutting until it turns into a spiral like this. Very simple, okay? In order to hang the ornaments, we will need to cut holes or poke holes into the tree, okay? Now, I have a paper punch. If you don't, you can use scissors, you can use tape, it's not a problem, okay? So, let's make the hanger first. And in this case, I have made a star, okay? Simple as cutting out 2 stars and gluing a piece of string, okay? Again, if you don't have, I'm using a glue gun. If you use a glue gun, make sure you have an adult to help you. And if you don't have a glue gun, you could use tape or regular glue, okay? So once you have your star, you want to tie it to the very top of the Christmas tree. Again, you can use a stapler, you can use glue, you can use scissors. There we have our top, okay? And now for the ornaments. You can have as many as you want. In this case, I simply cut out circles and, oops, here we go. You can use cardboard, you can use construction paper. In this case, I used a paper plate with decorations on it. Simply cut out a circle, punched a hole, tied a string, and then you simply tie it on to your tree. Again, you can use tape, you could use staples. If you want to go further decorating your tree, you could use stickers or dots. You could use your peel and stick foam. You could glue on fuzzies. However you want to decorate your tree will become your masterpiece. Now we're going to do another craft. It is a very simple tinfoil ornament that can be made with things you find around the house. The only thing you need for this is tinfoil, some ribbon or string, and some cardboard. Now, the first thing we're going to do, and the most important, is that when you want to make your ornaments, you want to make sure you have two pieces that are the exact same size, okay? We can have squares, we can have circles, we can have stars, whatever shape you want to make it. For this purpose, we're going to make circles. Now, I chose just a lid off of a jar. Very simple. I made a circle. You can cut it out, and you have two exact same size circles, okay? Now the first thing you want to do is attach the hanger, okay? So I simply have a piece of string or a piece of ribbon. You're going to make a loop, and you're going to place it on your desk, and you're going to tape it. Very simple. So here, and here we have a taped disc. Now, the next step, it helps to cut your discs before you wrap them with foil, okay? So you're going to take each of your discs and you're going to cut a little more than halfway. So I have 2 discs, and I've cut a slit a little more than halfway. Okay? Now I'm going to wrap the disc with foil. Simple, line it up, shiny side out, and cover the disc. Perfect. Now I have 2 discs covered with foil. The reason I had you cut the disc first is because you can kind of bend it and see where the cut is. That way, it cuts again real easy. So now I have 2 discs that are cut. You're gonna simply take these 2 and slide them together. You're simply gonna slide them together. Okay? And if a couple pieces of your foil come off, that's no problem. And there you go. Hang that on your tree. Hang it in your window. And you'll have a beautiful foil ornament. Okay, kids, while we're waiting for the mayor to light the tree, gather some supplies and we're gonna do another craft. This one is my favorite. We are going to make some Santa Peepers, where we can search out the night sky for Santa. This is super simple. Supplies that everyone has around their house. Toilet paper holders. Now we can use scrapbook paper if you have, wrapping paper, construction paper. If you don't have any of that around, just take some toilet paper holders and color them with markers or crayons or paints. Anything you want to do to decorate your toilet paper. So now in this case, we're going to use some wrapping paper. And you simply take your cone and you want to measure it out and cut a piece of paper. Okay? Now, we're going to roll the paper. Now you can attach it with tape, with glue, with paper clips, whatever you have on hand. In this case, I'm going to use a glue gun just because it's quicker. But again, if you use a glue gun, make sure you have an adult supervision. Okay? And there you go. We have 2 tubes decorated with paper. Okay? Now, in order to put the string on to go around your neck, again, I used a paper punch. If you don't have a paper punch, you can simply put a hole in it. You can staple it, however you want to do it. You can use tape, you can use string, you can use ribbon, yarn, anything you have around your house. You want to just be creative. And you simply tie it in a knot. Very simple. Okay? Now you have 2 tubes and we're going to attach them. Again, you can glue. You could use paper clips and simply paper clip them together. And paper clip together. Very simple. Now we have the two pieces together. You can decorate them however you want. You can have stickers. You can cut out shapes and glue them on. You can use pom-poms, however you want to decorate them. And there you are, your own Santa Peepers. Oh, I think I see the mayor coming.
Thank you, Kettering, for hanging out with us as we counted down to the mayor's Christmas tree lighting. And thank you to the Fairmont Brass Ensemble and a cappella group, Rosewood Art Center, Kettering Recreation Complex, Beginner Bakers, and Santa for all the fun leading up to the main event. And now, what you've all been waiting for. Let's go live to Mayor Patterson at Lincoln Park Civic Commons.
Good evening. I'm Kettering Mayor Don Patterson, and welcome to the Mayor's Tree Lighting Ceremony. First of all, I'd like to start off by thanking Jamie Jurosic and to everyone who helped us count down this special event. This is a different year, so we had to do something a little different. We hope you enjoyed the pre-show of the lighting of the tree, and we look forward to a better year in 2021. The Mayor's tree lighting has been a rich holiday tradition in our community for over 30 years, and it continues to capture the hearts of all children of all ages. Some years it rains during our tree lighting, other times it snows. Sometimes it's warm, but most times it's downright freezing. My favorite memory of the Mayor's tree lighting was probably 8-10 years ago when we had 6 inches of snow. And we had to cancel it, but I still came out here and there was a number of residents. And after we lit the tree, we laid down in front of the tree and made straight snow angels. So that's my fondest memory of this event. So no matter what the conditions, it's always so special. And this year, from the warmth of your homes and from the bottom of my heart, another memory is being made. Despite the changes this year, the sentiment the holidays bring is ever present. I hope you feel it too. Thank you to the members of our community who donated trees this year to build the backdrop for our very special Winter Wonderland. To James and Jan Stull, who are standing right over here, they donated the magnificent tree behind me. And to Barb Smith, Jackie Fisher, and Robin Groves for the beautiful trees around Lincoln Park Civic Commons. Thank you. They are spectacular. To our Parks Division for their tireless work to transform the Civic Commons into something special for the holiday season, thank you. To Mary Beth Odell, to all of the people associated with the parks, we couldn't do this. We tried to do something special. You've probably been watching for the last 45 minutes. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank those people. Also at this time, I'd like to thank my fellow council members, Vice Mayor Tony Klepaz, Councilwoman Jackie Fisher, Councilman Rob Scott, Councilman Bill Lauder, Councilman Joe Wanamaker, and Councilman Bruce Duke. Along with City Manager Mark Sweeterman, you have a lot of people that give a lot of time and effort and love for this city. So thank all of them and everything that they do. Thank you for your passion, your precision, and a little bit of magic you bring to this extraordinary lights display. So on behalf of City Council, entire City Administration, happy holidays to each and every one of you, and may you enjoy good health, peace, and a blessed new year. Thank you for joining us this evening, and now we'll go ahead and light the Mayor's tree. So if everybody's ready, 3, 2, 1.
Feliz Navidad.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We're the Bradleys. We're here in front of Poland Farm, which is in Kettering, and Kettering's very fortunate to have such a lovely place, especially during the holidays. For the last 42 years, the Kettering volunteers have hosted a Christmas Day gathering here, which is a free open house for those people who wanted to come and share the Christmas spirit. Normally, we'd be preparing for this Christmas open house, but with the pandemic, we're not able to have our annual Christmas Day gathering here at Poland. But we wanted to spread some holiday cheer and make sure everybody got into the spirit and make sure that Kettering would be able to shine even in the darkness. So the city has created Kettering is Home to the Holidays. It's created as a tour of lights and decorations throughout Kettering that we hope will share the Christmas spirit. We're hoping the entire community gets involved. We are asking everyone to consider outdoor decorations this year, both homes and businesses, to show their holiday spirit. Beginning the 24th of November, we invite you to upload your pictures of your decorations and fill out a submission form. Your address will be recorded on a map, and that map will be available to everyone so they can download it and take a tour of the Kettering holiday lights. This will include both here at Poland Farm, which is well decorated, and the Lincoln Park Civic Commons, along with the mayor's Christmas tree. Picture submissions will be accepted until the 15th of December. A video of those pictures will be created by Miami Valley Communications Council and available through social media. What a great, safe way for the family to spend an evening during the Christmas holiday season. For further information, visit the Kettering website or call the volunteer office at 296-2433. We hope you will join with us in the holiday spirit this year. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to all of you.
Aren't those lights beautiful? Thank you so much for watching the 2020 Mayor's Tree Lighting. This is one of the most magical times of the year in Kettering. And although it looks different this year, we loved spending the evening with you. Happy holidays, Kettering!